All right, ain't no place like low place. Let me check my audio and we'll get things started. Just a second. Let me see what we got going on here. All right, ain't no place like good audio. First, I want to say to Mr. Adonis Stevenson, if you are watching this video during your time of recovery, if you're Googling yourself, potentially looking things of interest on yourself in your career, if you stumble upon this video, I truly hope you enjoy it, champ. And it's the least I could do, okay? For a great career, moments like this that I'm about to discuss, it's the least that I could do. And I greatly appreciate you, King. To this story I want to tell. And I hope I tell it well because it deserves it. And I may not be here long doing it, but I hope I tell it well. Title is a story of the greatest fight ever, Thomas Williams Jr. and Adonis Stevenson. And I'm not saying Adonis Stevenson and Thomas Williams Jr. participated in the greatest fight ever. It's a story of all three things, of three separate things to me. And when I thought it and I came up on it, I had it perfect. And I hope through the grace of God, through the grace of whatever, please let me tell this and be able to listen to this back myself and enjoy this and never forget this and just know what confidence can do for you. Just let me start. Just let me start. But like I said, Adonis, if you come upon it, I hope you completely enjoy this. I wish you the best, champ. I don't want to say that I'm glad that you're in recovery because it sounds wrong, but I want to say it just sounds wrong. And like, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking, but I really wish you the best. That you can come out of recovery and be complete. I really do, but I hope you enjoy this. And the Thomas Williams Jr. to you too. You put on some fascinating things for me as well. I believe it's a story of multiple second chances for, you know what I mean? Thank you as well. Thank you as well. Both guys endure hardships in this sport that we love, that we cover, that we come together about, that we fall apart about. Both guys went through things, and as a fan, I just got to sit here and I got to be appreciative, bro. I got to. Look, let's start here. Thomas Williams Jr., up and coming guy fighting on Friday night fights. And I've told my story that the way I started watching boxing was Friday night fights. You know, after Tyson and some of the pay-per-views that my family will buy, I was thinking like, okay, Friday night fights, those are the guys under them. Those are the only other people. That's what I would think. That's what I knew. I was like, sports come on ESPN. So it was something that always stuck with me that, okay, even after I was like, oh, you old enough to buy HBO and the boxing's over there, clown. You didn't know that. You know what I mean? It's guys like this, guys like that. Okay. I started watching that, started covering that. I loved it. But I still stuck with Friday night fights, ESPN. And guys like Thomas Williams was coming up over there, and I was seeing him, his upbringing. I said, okay, look like a good prospect. You know, look like he got his head on right. He was impressing, you know, had power. He could box. You know, he was a good fighter. He takes a step-up fight. He was in line to fight Sergey Kovalev for the WBO title, I believe. Takes a step-up fight. And that step-up fight, he gets a cut. I can't remember if it was from a punch or from a butt, but a cut nonetheless. I think it was from a punch. He fighting Gabriel Campillo. Someone it was assumed that he'd beat him, that he beat Campillo. Thomas Williams Jr. quit. He quit from that cut. He quit. I mean, you learn things about, I learned things about him during that week and during those times that I didn't know at first, you know. Or maybe I did know it, I just didn't listen to it. They say, yo, is this guy like his dad, his biological dad, His biological dad is a guy who, was convicted or pled to, I don't know which one, but either way, has it on his record that he threw fights. And I was like, well, did he, they were asking, did he do this? Did he do that? Long story short, we don't know. Long story short is that he quit and he got a bad mark. He got a bad mark. But y'all know how I feel about the term quitter and Victor Ortiz and how I said Mikey Garcia was a bigger quitter than any of them, to rob the fans of all their precious time when you ain't doing nothing but surviving. I'd rather you just quit. But that's not what this story is about. But because we don't look at quitters the way that, well, not we, you all don't look at quitters the way that I may look at a quitter, right? You open the doors for these redemption stories, and some people like Thomas Williams Jr. get the fuck up and they run through that door. They don't give a damn. They don't got shoes on. They don't care if it's rocks on the concrete. A person like Thomas Williams Jr. got the hell up and he ran through that door. Like, if it's a screen in the way, I'm breaking that bitch down too. All right. It starts with probably an untelevised fight that I don't remember seeing. Michael Benajay, I believe that's the name, Benja. I don't remember seeing that fight, but I do remember seeing the next one, Humberto Savinha. 2 rounds, big punches, both down in the first round. Just another, just ridiculous war, ridiculous. I said, okay, this guy was a quitter. He had every chance to quit. You know what I mean? He had every chance to say, nah, it ain't worth it. If he was really a quitter, or if he really ain't learned nothing, and if he chose not to run through that door, he had every reason to quit that night. Let me watch some more. That's what I'm thinking. This dude gets in there with Edwin Rodriguez next. People. When I tell you I watched the greatest fight that I had ever seen, the greatest fight that I have ever seen in my entire life was a 2-round slugfest, both men hurt. Golly, people. It only take 2 rounds. A lot of people tell you the greatest fight of all time. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm swinging my hands and I'm animated. I'm sorry. I knocked my pop screen off of my mic, but we getting it back. A lot of people tell you the greatest fight of all time, and they point out some Ali fight or some other greats fight, and you got to go watch 15 rounds. You got to go watch 12, 10 rounds. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I got present day boxing today, and I got things to do with my own life. But when I tell you Thomas Williams Jr., as long as I'm living, Thomas Williams Jr. and Edwin Rodriguez will be a fight y'all gonna watch. If you on my channel, you will know to bruh, take 6 minutes out your day, just 6 minutes to get on YouTube and enjoy some of the most horrific shit. Oh, people. If most people only watch Floyd Mayweather, old Floyd, where he's just pointing, the older Floyd, where he's just pointing to win fights and nobody neck really never steps back, and then after he hits them, he gets away as far. If people only knew that it's boxing, and then they turned the channel and said, what is that? They said, I'm banning this stuff. This stuff can't happen. This ain't right. Somebody's going to get hurt, blah, blah, blah. That's what kind of fight it was. Both of them took shots, but the thing that makes the fight for me is the neck of Edwin Rodriguez. The shoulders, the neck. This man had a slinky under his head. It wasn't a structure no more. It wasn't no anatomy no more. It was a slinky. His neck came to the ring like, I brought this 24-pack of Budweiser and I ain't sharing this shit with nobody. And then when we looked in the pack, the dude only had 2 of them left. What I'm saying, if T-Pain would have said, "Let me buy you a drink," I would have said, "Teddy, he's had enough." Okay, that's what Thomas Williams was doing to this man's body with these punches. Oh my, that shit was like, it was like Gumby. It was. I'm sorry. It was distorting it. He was, man. It's stuff you see in a horror movie where the back is like, if you ever seen that movie, what's that? They made the Mr. Glass after it, and he turns into the beast, and his body start. Wow, what's that called? Body morphing or what? I don't know. I forgot the name of it. But his shoulders start popping out. This dude's neck was doing this weird body shit, man. It was just like, yo, no human can't do that on their own. Your body not supposed to do that. His neck was like a bath towel, bro. You could just wave it and whip it, bro. Split. Yeah, split. He was doing, what is it, body dysmorphic? I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot. But, Thomas Williams Jr. gets the knockout at about the end of the second round. And the referee waves it off. Edwin gets up. Somehow, some way, the referee says you wobbling all over the place. And I agree with the call. Call the fight off. Now, this is where the story get even better to me. During the fight, we learned that the winner of this fight, if they are impressive, they gonna fight Adonis Stevenson. And Adonis Stevenson at this time, I believe, is either 38 going on 39 or 37 going on 38. 37 going on 38, I believe. But either way, he's been out the ring for, what, about 11 months before this fight takes place with him and Williams Jr. A huge Adonis Stevenson fan. I'm a realistic fan, though. And I say to myself, I tell people, I said, people, you may not like this fight, but your likes don't kick ass or take punches, block punches, slip punches. They don't. I had to inform them that you don't know how it feels to do what Thomas Williams had just did to a man. You don't understand. That's like telling a guy, and I'm not trying to call Edwin Rodriguez the World Series of Poker or the NBA Finals or Major League Baseball, whatever they call it, you know what I mean? Or the World Cup. I'm not trying to call him that. But sometimes it could feel like that if you just overdo it, don't it? If I go to the rec league and it's just a dude out there that's 6'1" and he really ain't coordinated, or 6'5", let's say, he really ain't coordinated, and we playing basketball and I'm only 6'2", and I jump up over him and I do a dunk I didn't know I had in me, or I don't care. Y'all, I'm feel like I'm the greatest dunker in the world. And that's how I was thinking. I said, yo, this dude Thomas Williams, he done been to the bottom with y'all. He done been there. He finna come out here. He got every reason to perform. He's looking like, I'm the bigger man. I'm the younger man. I'm the more active man. I've been in the ring 3 months ago. Before the Adonis Stevenson fight, he'd been in the ring 3 months ago. Adonis hadn't been in it for 9 or 10 months longer. Or like 11 months. 10, 11 months. Let's say Edwin Rodriguez got up at the end of the second and then the fight stopped in the third. Guys, he wouldn't have been able to fight 3 months later. That's how great this fight was and brutal. The only reason Williams is able to fight because his neck wasn't doing this. He got hit and hurt, but he fell back into the ropes. It was like, oh, you caught me with a good one. But Edwin got caught with great ones. Edwin got caught with shit that I don't want to get back into that. I don't want to get back into that. The highlights are, he says, I got to go watch that fight. Look, the highlights are basically the fight. The highlights are, whew, my God, bro. It's the greatest fight ever. And I'm thinking to myself, Adonis gets so much flack about these opponents, but I'm saying to myself, y'all got to be crazy to criticize this one. I said, you got to be out your damn. I think of fighters and I'm like, I love Earl Spence. I like Lomachenko. I like Canelo style. I like a lot of boxers. And I'm thinking to myself, if they 38 years old, like Adonis was at the time, coming off a year layoff, and they fighting a guy that just basically, like I said, he just won the greatest fight of all time. He probably watched this shit every day. Like, this is what I'm capable of. And I got to do this every time I swing. I have to do this. I'm sorry. Them guys like Spence, I love them. I love them. I would not be favoring them to win this fight like this, bro. I wasn't favoring Adonis too. I was like, yo, I'm nervous. I was on different podcasts at the time telling I am nervous. I said, this dude, he ain't fucking around, bro. I said, if he don't get Adonis, don't get him out of here early. Early. He's not fucking around. And I was right. I was right. Thomas Williams Jr. got the confidence in that fight, and Adonis had to beat it out of him. He did it, but boy, I'm telling you, during that fight, I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm enjoying myself. I'm a Thomas Williams Jr. fan, mind you. Mind you, I'm a fan of his as well. But I'm invested in this Adonis Stevenson talk on YouTube. I had so many videos. I had so many debates. I spoke so much truth. I felt the man was just being done wrong. This dude go win lineal title. He's ducked by 3 different mandatories, refusing fair purse splits. And people just like, no. And I'm like, man, come on, man. I'm only speaking the fact. I was invested. And I was telling myself, this shit, this could end the night. End the night. With Thomas Williams Jr., the younger, stronger, the guy that just made a man's body do what a man's body ain't fucking supposed to do. I thought he was going to crack a jack Adonis Stevenson in there. It was every possibility of both of them getting knocked out. I said to myself, I said, man, this young guy not going to quit fighting, bro. It's going to go 8th, 9th round, and Adonis going to be tired. You know, the layoff, the age, he going to be tired. I just saw so many opportunities for this guy to win this fight. And I know y'all, the hell, low, you crazy. But you gotta understand, this is a story of confidence, bro. This dude had a second chance. He getting called a quitter. You know, quitter. Nobody remembers the good. Just like with Victor Ortiz. He gets called a quitter, but nobody remembers the fight of the year, Birdo. Nobody wants to remember the Peterson fights. Nobody wants to go that route. They want to just jump to the bad. And I'm like, yo, some dudes, man, they grow past it. Some dude, they thrive off that shit. They thrive off of that first time they fail. And I just saw that in Thomas, bro. He came out there. Adonis gets an early first round knockdown. You see Thomas Williams making adjustments. Say, dude, I can't sit on the end of your punches. I refuse to sit on the end of your punches. He starts walking Adonis Stevenson down. I said, this ain't a man here to quit tonight. He ain't here to quit tonight. And in the midst of that walk down, he's throwing haymakers. He's landing around the guard. He's trying to come up the middle of the guard with the uppercut. He got Adonis Stevenson like, dude, I hit you hard. Don't you think you should lay down and play right? For a few rounds, Adonis is kind of like, damn, boy, the fuck? You need to sit down. You need to go play right in the corner. Give me a break. I'm 38 years old. Then Adonis did something, bruh. Boy got miraculous. The boy really Superman. Really real deal Superman. All right. To be coming 37, 38, coming off year layoffs, fighting big old young old boys. that can punt, that can do things to male bodies that male bodies shouldn't be doing, and to say, bro, you ain't walking me back no longer. You're not punching me in my face, making me look bad in my home country. If you're going to take this belt, you're going to pull it from a dead hand. Boy, they went to war in that motherfucker. For as long as I think it's 6 rounds, 5 rounds. And the champ retained this title. Bro, that's why I got so much admiration, so much respect. You 23 one day, right? Then one day you 29. Then one day you 34. Then one day you 39. Every year that went past, you probably put on some weight. Your knees popping a little more. You wake up, your ankle stiff every now and then. It start raining and your body start hurting maybe. This 39-year-old probably faced all that. But on top of that, he faced a bigger, younger, stronger fighter with a will to never be called a quitter again. He had to send Thomas Williams Jr. out on his face. In a story of 2 guys that had second chances, Adonis Stevenson's criminal past got a second chance to be a great boxer. Did it. Thomas Williams Jr. labeled the quitter by everybody. He probably threw the fight like his dad, they said. Second chance came back. Man, I can honestly tell y'all, it's guys that are numbered high on your pound for pound list. I rather watch the career of Thomas Williams Jr. unfold. If that's what I'm going, if it had 2 more layers to this, and it had 3 more losses that came with it, so be it. I'd rather watch that. That's why I'm talking about it today. I knew you weren't going to show up 100 people, 30 people. No, I knew that. I know it's midnight, but I couldn't help it, bro. I couldn't help it. I prayed that that Adonis fall on this video, that he's in his recovery, that he has a tablet, he's interested in himself and his career still and what he accomplished, and he finds this and he said, man, I got a real fan. You got a real fan here. Thomas Williams Jr., I pray you find this as well. You've been through a lot yourself. Father, prison, stepfather, basically murdered in a car accident by inebriated drivers, an irresponsible driver. That's going through a lot. It ain't you know what I'm saying? I get that Saturday to sit down, one Saturday that I can take out of my time, y'all can take out of your time, and I feel a bond like family because of what you do with your fists, because of what you put your body through for my entertainment. I'm grateful, bro. I am grateful. He said the greatest fight ever, ? Thomas Williams Jr. versus Edwin Rodriguez. Go enjoy 6 minutes of some of the sloppiest shit you ever seen in your life. The most beautiful type of sloppy, though. I'm talking about one of them pictures where this famous artist just took 3 different colors and he just stood back and threw the shit at it. But people buy that shit for $500,000 or whatever. That's what you got. That's what you got. Right in the daytime. Daytime fight in front of probably 400 people. But when you hear the knockout, when the knockout happens, when the knockout punch land, hey man, ain't never been fight at a Floyd Mayweather. It ain't never been louder at a Floyd Mayweather fight. I'm talking about they got 400 people in the outside StubHub Center, a StubHub Arena, whatever they called it. Ooh, man. Man, I promise, man. I hope both of these guys follow on this video. I appreciate you. Bask in your wealth, your glory. Adonis, please, man. Please continue your speedy recovery. I wish you the best in that, brother. I wish you the best in that, king. You are a hero. You are a hero. You are a warrior. A man of standard. We appreciate you, man. If they don't, I do. And I'll speak for them when they too stupid enough to speak for themselves. We appreciate you, sir. For real, man. Damn, bro. It's a cruel sport we got. We can't let it go. Maybe we should. But, these guys sign up to go out here and be all they can be in that ring. And it bring a lot out of me. It better me as a person. I can show gratitude. And if I have nothing for gratitude but nothing but boxing in my life, then at least I can have it here. I'm not a person that can say thank you easy. I try to make it easier. I try to do better. I can't even tell another grown man good night. I don't like to tell a grown man happy birthday. You know what I mean? I hate that kind of stuff. But here I'm humbled. I'm humbled. I'm emotional with this shit, man. I am humbled. I promise you. Another grown man could knock my door now. No grown man is in his house, but he could knock my door now. Family member. Say somebody staying over for Christmas. Good night, man. I'm going to say, all right, yeah. I'm going to say, yeah, or something like that. All right, bet. I can't tell you good night. I can't hug another grown man. I just something I can't do. It just don't sit right with me. I don't know. I don't even like hugging women. It ain't my woman. I just don't. But this sport, I promise you, it humbles the fuck out of me. It is the ultimate truth serum to your manlyhood. And I think both of these guys, they passed, bruh. They passed. That truth serum didn't pass the skin, bruh. It didn't, it didn't insert the collagen, bruh. That serum ain't getting past. It can't invade them boys the truth. Both of them here the truth. You ain't gonna say, oh, this the guy the greatest. Ain't nothing about that, man. Can't everybody be that. Everybody can't be that. Oh my God. I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. Man, I really wish Adonis Stevenson didn't take that far. I really wish he did, man. For real. A loss is one thing, you go past that, you enjoy your sport. But honestly, since it has happened, I just pray for the best in your recovery. Wish you well in that recovery, champ. Think about it all the time. It's a fight that I will not watch. I just kind of cannot watch it. And I'm not interested. But they say the first thing he wanted to do, when he got stable, I guess, I don't know the correct word to say. I guess that would be one, was watch his fight. I don't know if they let him. But maybe he has since. He's able to go home on the weekends now. I look at the updates. Thomas Williams Jr. recently was knocked out in the 8th rounder. I don't know if his career is over. Earl Spence was retweeting him the other day after the Mikey Garcia fight. They got a good friendship and an NFL rivalry, some Redskins and Cowboys rivalry. I seen them playing in. So, a lot of respect on both sides, for real. For real, man. But it's 1:30 a.m. over here. Like I said to both of these champs, man, if this video find you, I pray it fall on, on your ears in a blessed way. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you did. Thank you for what you will do in the future. Big fan. Thomas, I will never forget this sequence I spoke of with you. I will never forget it. Never. Can't do it. You made it too quick, man. You know what I'm saying? If it was a 10 rounder, 12 rounder, man, yeah, I remember. It's like Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton. Good fight, but I don't remember. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not watching it, once a month, if I'm watching it once a month, I'm wasting 36 minutes all the time or longer. I could watch your stuff. What 6 minutes times 12. Yeah, in 6 months I could watch your fight every what 6 months every what is it? It would be double. You know what I'm saying? You would double their time in a year. If y'all see my math, I see it, but I'm not gonna be able to explain it. But basically, what I'm saying is, I would have to watch they fight every month, 36 minutes every month. I could watch that fight 6 minutes every month, over and over and over again. 6 minutes of my time every month. Basically, that Leo Santa Cruz, 36 minutes. Him and Frampton, Williams Jr., Edwin Rodriguez, 6 minutes. Watch it every month. And I do. If you go look at the video of the highlights now, my comment will probably come up today. You know what I mean? From today. Yeah, it'd be like that. It's that good. And to Adonis Stevenson, you already know I never forget that champ. I never forget. I still got my excuse me, people. Still got my Superman Stevenson Kurt shirt. Still rocking. Forever gonna be a hero to me. And as simple as that, I don't want you in agreement. I don't care if you people are in agreement. Like I said, I will speak for you when you can't speak for yourself. When you're too dull to speak for yourself, I got you. So I'm appreciative, and I'm gonna get off here now. I'm gonna give me some sweet dreams and a long night's rest. Well, short night's rest probably, but rest nonetheless. Peace and blessings to both these brothers. Ain't no place like low place. I'm out.